Hey, good morning. Before we start with the tarot reading, I am Trip. This is Real Nature Trip. I do some tarot. Boom. Ooh, little magician on the bottom. Uh, I just want to address all the questions I get on all the videos, and it's just nonstop, and I'm just going to answer them all at once. As Trip, how do you look so good, like your hair and makeup? Well, let me tell you. First of all, the makeup, well, I go with the 4 natural elements. So I've got fire, I've got water, I got air, and I've got earth. It's just a cup of dirt. I just made some potting soil for I transplanted a plant. Hopefully needed a bigger pot. Yeah, so the elements plus time, that is what I use on my skin. And actually, I have been using coconut oil, but I'm gonna not recommend it because I'm seeing a correlation between liberal slathering of coconut oil and random little zits. So you might see one right here, and I didn't do anything with it, but I did trim the nose hairs around it, so that way if your attention got drawn to it, it wouldn't be grossed out by all the nose hairs. You see what I mean? You see what we're dealing with here? And the hair, well, the hair is brought to you by clippers. I've had clippers since 1988. And for all my grooming needs, I do not recommend borrowing my clippers. Let's get rid of those. I'm clearing my table of all the unnecessary stuff because I just feel I want to declutter a lot right now. Declutter. Let's move that candle to a more appropriate place. Okay. Hey, good morning. I love you. What's happening? I'm so glad you're here. We're gonna do some cards. I don't know what real message there is, except for actually, nobody's commented about my appearance. So, you know, I understand. I understand. I was making that up. Some people don't know when I make up the jokes. When I joked around about, well, actually, when I told the story about wearing my mom's clothes when I was a little kid, that story was not a joke. When I say that I currently put her teeth in my mouth and go, "Hi, I'm mommy," that is a joke, okay? All right, so now you know when I'm joking, when I'm not joking. Ooh, it's a little warmer in here than I thought. Maybe it's me. Is it hot in here or is it just me? All right, I think we're gonna just do the intuitive 3 cards at a time, see what Spirit wants to tell us. You feel good? You feel good? Also yesterday, in my video, I'd say reading, but it was 6 minutes of me talking about what I was going through and what I think you're going through. I was talking about it feels like I've been in this spot for almost 2 years of awakening slash just having my mind blown slash healing and working on myself. And during that time, the masculine energy was put on the back burner, or the whole, like half of me was put on the back burner. The whole part I'd been living in and dealing with. Okay, all right. Put on the back burner. And then last Friday night, I just felt my old strength come back, and added to the new strength that I've developed, you know, and that centeredness. And so yeah, I was pretty excited about that. And I was saying it like, hey, I think this is what we're going through. I think we're all going through these. Our group at least is going through shifts. And I was like, after I said it on the video or closed it down, I'm like, there's no linear order. there's a natural order to you, you know, and what you're going through and the healing that you're doing and the regaining your wholeness. I just finally felt you know, I've been feeling better and better and better and better, more grounded, more balanced, whatever, but there was just it was like blood doping. If you've ever done an endurance event or heard about cyclists or runners where early in the season when they're high in nutrition and whatever, and all of the good stuff is in their blood. They'll take out bags of blood and save them. And then when big competitions come, they'll re-inject all this nutritious blood so they have a higher volume, and they've got whatever stuff in there, lots of red blood cells and iron and it's against the rules. But I felt like, okay, this strength had been taken away from me while we do all this work, and I was pretty isolated, and then it's like, oh, you're good, and then it just got added back, and now I feel pretty supercharged. So but one comment was like, I feel it more as the mother and inner child relationship, and the mother is taking care of the inner child, and the inner child is guiding the mother, and it's like this reciprocal beautiful relationship. And I thought, oh, it's got to be, or not gotta be, but maybe it's the kind of wounds you had to heal from, and what had to be put on the back burner while you dealt with the other stuff, and then it's back. Yeah, so it'll look a little different for everybody, but we're going through some stuff. It's great. It's great. All right, Spirit, what positive, beautiful messages do you want to send today? The Hanged Man, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Swords. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It's telling me just like you're flipping the script, not doing things the same old way. Like you're finding a new way to do stuff. Finding a new way to do stuff. And after careful consideration, after fighting for so long, you're finding a new way to do stuff. I'll show you. I'll show you. You got to see what I'm seeing. Consideration, battling, and flipping the script. Does that say it? Yeah. I gotta show these cards a little more. You come for the cards. You come for the shuffling, the cards. My beautiful voice and charming wit are just bonuses. Whoa, bonus. Nine of Wands, laying it down. Oh my God, Five of Wands, a lot of wands in here. And the Four of Swords. Okay. There's chaotic change in the middle of tiredness and rest. That makes sense to you, I'm sure. We're feeling that. How is this tying together? Flipping the script. And the chaos has kind of worn you out. Each one of these has somebody restful and contemplative. Each one of these has a struggle going on, and each one of these is kind of laying down something. Some of it is your work. You're leaving an old job or something that no longer suits, and laying down some burdens. I feel like there's like burdens you're carrying and burdens you're doing. You got the masculine and feminine version of burdens. You got the ones that are inside and the ones that are just outside. It's all inside, baby. It's all inside. Yeah, and each one's got a struggle going on, and a rest going on, and a laying it down. What's next? Knight of Swords. All right, now we're seeing some movement. Ten of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. This is work related, or not work, like what, finances related, career, finances, work, entrepreneur, whatever it is. Let's get these glasses off. Okay, now we're taking it serious. But this pentacle, this Ace of Pentacles coming in, it doesn't feel like a reminder of like, hey, you've got all the earthly, no, that's not the water. All the earthly gifts you want. It's not that. It's something new's coming in, like a new opportunity that's going to be helpful while you're visiting Earth. Yeah, and the swords and the 10, It's like you're done. You're done with the old, and here comes the new. Here comes the new. Oh, is this about money? I would love it for this to be about abundance and money read, or like hot, spicy, stuff. Did I? We're talking new opportunity. That's what this card represents. And in the description of reading this, they talk about coming up out of the water finally, like you've been underwater or felt underwater. My finances are looking really good, but I felt underwater. Does that make sense? Excuse me. It made sense to somebody right there with that burp. Okay. Opportunities coming in, and it feels like kind of waiting. Feels like kind of waiting, but I feel like that waiting is kind of over. Oh man, so many wands. So this new opportunity has to do with wands. It's got to do with wands, right? I mean, wands are gonna light the path to your pentacles. That's what it feels like. Are you sitting on an idea? Are you formulating? Are you? This Queen of Wands, she just seems really contemplative today. Like, all right, where are we going? What are we gonna do? And how do I want to do it? She's not in any rush. I haven't felt a rush of anything. Even that Knight of Swords didn't feel like a rush. It felt like a change. Like, oh, okay, we're changing our direction. Now we're moving forward, but not in a rush, just doing it. And she doesn't feel like she's in a rush. What are you sitting on? What are you sitting on? Have you been hiding an idea that you just haven't like put into motion or let yourself think about or on your mind? We're going to clarify this. What is this? What's up with this inspiration, with all this fire? We got a lot of fire. Is there a fire growing in your belly? Wisdom. Okay, Nine of Swords in reverse. King of Swords. This is a very sticky situation today. The King of Swords, okay, so Nine of Swords in reverse. So usually Dark Night of the Soul. In reverse, I'm going to go read that. But on both sides of it, we've got wisdom. And then we've got the clearest thinker, idea maker in the deck, right? I mean, that outwardly spreads ideas. Yes. Ideas that catch fire. Why are we upside down on this night, this dark night swords? What are we? 9. Captivity. Captivity. Are you keeping an idea captive? Are you like, that's the only way that fits to me, is that you are holding on to something, not letting the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? It hasn't been you yet. Not in the way you want to. That time's coming. Doing what you want, that's coming. Thought we needed an extra shuffle, maybe an extra kiss. Oh, baby. Yeah, decision time. Oh, we're all of a sudden getting cuppy. Oh, and 8 of Swords in reverse. So now all of a sudden cups started coming in. I said, hey, are you holding on to something you're not ready to let out, give out? Like you've held yourself captive because of all the old language and stuff in your head. But now you're deciding something, and it looks very fruitful, very healthy, very happy. And then we've got this. Sometimes the way I like to read this 8 of Swords is these are self-imposed, right? But when you turn it upside down, they start to drop away. And that was what this whole last year was about, right? But may I read? And you could say, hey, I like what the book said, or I like what you said, Trip. harass, treason, harass. Okay. I don't even know what treason is anymore, right? Like it doesn't even make sense as a word, but harass makes sense. So that's coming up with your choices and this beautiful, healthy ending. Maybe you're ending being harassed. Maybe, like maybe you've been harassing yourself. Oh, I say maybe on that one because it's just such a weird thing, this harassment thing, where it pops in late in the game, and it pops in right next to this 10 of cups and this 7 of cups. Like, I feel like, okay, this is not my normal kind of read, but it's telling me you're making better choices for yourself, your whole self, but there's some outside conflict. In here, up regular, you're conflicting yourself. Here, when they says harass, it feels like you're getting some sort of static for the way you want to live your life. And this could be a new thing, or ever since you've kind of like settled in on loving yourself so much. Who's harassing you? Well, you already know. Oh, man. What can we do about it? And how can we feel differently about it? What can we do and how can we feel differently about Spirit? Mm. The Lovers. Yeah, focus on yourself and focus on your small circle. Your smallest circle first, which is you. And then I you know I don't want to say, I don't like saying this, but it's kind of saying be careful who you trust. Oh, because I've been going, well, I guess I haven't. Like on this, I'm like, well, I'm exposing myself completely, almost completely, right? I don't talk about super like personal, private things. It's not appropriate or whatever, but everything else is on up for grabs. I don't recommend that. And Spirit's saying, let's build trust. You're building trust with your own spirit by following through on little promises to yourself and listening to your intuition. And when it comes to letting people know how you're doing things or why you're doing things, or like your true motivation, maybe hold that a little closer to your vest with some people. Like build that trust first. Build the trust first. These guys originally are naked, and I colored them. I made outfits so I could show them without having to put my fingers all over them. Anyway, um, but maybe not like exposing yourself right away, like telling every single thing to every single person, you know, and but and or nor thus. So I'm saying I actually came up with another one. So, but it's just saying be careful and be deliberate with your plans, your message, what you're doing, and who you tell it to. Stay curious, my friends. And it's coming back to Pentacles, and I think it's your curiosity. And just look at, they're alone, and the sky is bright, and their focus is on what they're doing, and not like looking around, going, what are you guys doing? Or what did we have, the 7 of Swords in here somewhere, or 7 of, yeah. See, this person is focused on the battle, and this energy of yours is focused on taking it in, learning. And I think Page of Pentacles, their big thing is like learning about the world. Man, so you're getting like this curious about the world and the Lovers. That's only 2 out of the 3 cards. Page of Wands. Oh man. Oh, this you're opening up. You are blooming. this this is blooming. This is blooming, right? You've got where does you got naysayers saying nay, right? Or was that this one? Shoot, I can't even remember anymore. Yeah, and you're not gonna go with that. You're off doing your own thing now. Maybe your lovers are two of you. You two are just do. You know, these pages are supposed to be girls, but these look like voice. It's feminine. It's feminine energy. I wonder what I look like because I have got just a balance of the feminine and masculine energy. I don't know. All right. That's it. That's all I got. I think I did tell you I love you early. So I feel good about that. And oh, I was going to read one animal card, one wild and unknown animal spirit for practice. And I'm just gonna here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you. You're gonna feel your feelings about it. I'll tell you what I think about it, and then we'll read the book, and it'll be interesting because I just saw a tarantula go. Oh, it's on the bottom of the deck. Ah! Ah! Sorry, but I kind of want to do this in some shorts where I just do one card a day, and I say what I think, you think what you think, and then we'll read the book and yeah, see if people vibe with me, and I'll tell them, encourage them to come over here. All right, let's cut this one. Oh, there's a natural cut right there. Oh, what a good start. Tiger. What is Tiger trying to tell us? I'll just keep it up there. I like the way these guys use black and white and color. Color's like, what do you call it? It's more potent because it's not all over the place, you know? If you look at some of these cards, like there, boom, Scorpion. Tiger, I mean, I'm feeling power, right? I'm feeling power. I'm feeling like kind of understands what's going on all around him, you know, like alert and powerful. And yeah, interesting. Strategic. Oh man, I've always wanted a pet tiger or a lion or a bear, like a big animal that could kill me, but then it's like it loves me. That's what I've always wanted. And for a little while, I was a substitute teacher at a place I was coaching. Did not enjoy substitute teaching, not near as much as teaching. But I thought, if I rode to school on a tiger, no one would mess with me, right? Okay, where are we? Tiger or is Earth? Wait, what is it? No. Tiger, what are you? Oh, tiger is fire. This cat is on fire. I know someone on here who likes cats. I know someone on here who likes panthers. There's that tarantula, camel, gazelle, cheetah, tiger. That took a long time. Oh, and the first word in the description, lunar force. Lunar force, ease in darkness, feminine energy. Wow. Oh, this is gonna be good. I gotta show you the picture while I read it, right? The tiger hunts at night, ... At one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Ooh, I never used the word boon. Boons. Spend time in some silence this evening. Silence this evening. Drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. Yeah. The tiger come out at night. Tigers come out at night. When in balance, passionate, strong, sensual. When out of balance, overstimulated. Ooh, I don't want an overstimulated tiger. To bring into balance, candle gazing. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, balanced. No, that's really terrible. All right. All right, tiger. I do love you, and I hope there was something in there that benefited your day and your ways, and we'll see you on the next one. I love you. Goodbye.